So I want to show one huge mistake here. We actually win this round quite convincingly. But I want to show one huge mistake here. So first of all, let's give our Danish superstar some attention here in connector. He plays really well. So I'm just going to show off what happens here. This is like, what the fuck. First kill, great. Information, one guy out there, and then, oh, what, I'll just spam this at a certain particular time. Oh, you actually saw him. Oh, I thought, in my point of view earlier, it didn't look like you had any information. But here's the thing. Right, Tori. You get 2 men down. You know you're on eco. You have 3 people running out B. Right. Why are you going short here? I don't understand why you're going. I mean, unless you want frags, because that looks good on the scoreboard. There's no reason to go short here. You can just, if I get my pen back up here, you can just stay in this area, just make sure they can't flank you until ISO comes around, and he can just have to do that for you. You can just go down with your team. But you have utility. You can molly, smoke this off. You can smoke this off. You don't care about short at all, at this point, because you have so many people. You can just go out here. You just killed 2 people. Isa gave you 2 free frags. If he didn't see anyone here, if there's no contact at all, if you're still 5v5, I don't mind this. But the instant he gets those 2 kills, just fall back. Because you already won this round. You're 5v3, you have tons of utility, information that there's at least 1 short. In this case, there's 2, but there's at least 1 short, which means when you come up here, you clear B site, you molly this off, you stay here and hold this. Isa comes around, helps you with this, and you can go towards B and help your team there. You don't really need 2 people to hold this, I would imagine. You plant the bomb and you win the round. Pretty clean. But for some reason, you decide to just walk out there. And in this case, it doesn't really matter because you're already so far ahead. But this is one of those plays that just makes no sense given the scenario. And I have time to analyze this, But the instant you see this, instant you see that in the top right corner, something has to trigger in the back of your head. Okay, we're super far ahead. They're an eco. We're gonna win this round. So what I should not do is do anything risky. Let me just play super safe, super slow, super, basic, standard, and let's just win the round clean rather than, going for anything here. Because in this case, you actually push out here and you just die. Even though you should definitely kill that guy. It doesn't really matter. That's the point. Even if you killed both there, that's not the point. That doesn't matter. Nima's here as well, pushing up here with the AK. Why? There's no reason whatsoever to do that. Just molly it off and smoke it. You're not worried about short. You don't have to kill them to win the round, especially not when they're in deagles. I'm going to show you why this is so important. I'm going to explain to you why those things are so important in this eco round. And this is something for every map. This is not just overpass. This is an example of why that stuff is extremely important. So next round, they're going to buy. Okay, they're gonna buy. Let me just get radar up here if it wants to cooperate with me. There we go. Okay, so they're gonna buy. Okay, so they're gonna have roughly this is 3rd round loss bonus, so they should have 2,000 more. They'll have 4,500 each roughly after this round. A bit less than 2 of them, because they bought up Deagles and stuff. But it doesn't really matter. That's not the point. They're buying M4s, FAMASs, and whatever. What are you doing? Okay, so look at your money. You're going to get 3,300 from this round, excluding any kills. So, Smurfin has 1,000. You have 3 people with no money whatsoever, and 1 person with 2,600. That's ISO with all these frags, 2 frags with the Mac, 3 frags actually now with the Mac 10. So that's all his money. So if all 5 of you survive, you have 3 Mac 10s, 2 AKs, and a free round essentially, and you get 3,300. So basically, you'll have 3 people with something like 4,000, 3,000, 3,500, and 2 people with more in this case, this scenario. If this guy saves or something, which he probably should at this point with the Deagle. Just go for exit or something. If 3 of you die, let's say ISO dies, okay, say Mac 10, let's make it easy, and then 1 AK dies, another Mac 10 dies. Or, all these D3 people die. So that's 1 AK and 2 Mac 10s. Look at your economy right now. So you have 3 people, so Isa can buy up fully, no problem. Tori will have 3,300, can buy up Galil armor, maybe some like 1 flash, 1 smoke, I think I guess, or 1 flash, 1 or 1 smoke, and Galil an armor, or no head armor, right? With his money. Nimath, exact same thing. Can barely buy. Smurfin has full armor and full utility at this point, so he can maybe drop a Mac 10 though to Nemas and buy an AK himself, because you'll have 4,000 with this. You know, you don't need armor. You can just buy an AK and whatever utility you need. So you can actually drop one Mac 10. So Nemas will have a Mac 10 and full utility. You'll have Tor with basically nothing here, and LNS will save his AK, full utility, and Iso because you got all the kills. But if you don't get all these kills with the Mac 10, you know, this can go to an AK. That's 900 instead of 1800 extra. And this will force you into a scenario next round where you're really low economy in a very important round, about to break their momentum, or give you momentum rather, or break your momentum. So if you win the next round, especially with a quick round, which is very good in those, they're kind of low economy because they have 4K. You know that you're not gonna have a lot of utility. You can do quick rounds against them, because they can't really use utility early to stop you, and you have some quick strat. Like the C9 strat will be great against at that point because they can't really molly here early. Because if they do, they have no mollies left for anything else. So they might smoke it early. They probably will, but you're not even sure they'll do that. So just doing the C9 at that point is probably really strong. Because they will just catch them off guard completely. It's also the first spy round, so they don't really know your playstyle yet or anything. So that's the point where those quick, simple strats are really strong. On pals, you can do a B strat, or you can do an A pal strat, or even A strat. A smokes is pretty decent, but a bit slow perhaps. Um, Dust 2, you can just do a simple long push, or even just a B push, or a short strat. There's all these things you can do pretty quickly when you know they're low utility. Just to completely fuck them over because they want to keep their utility for late. At least good teams want to. So that's why the economy game is so important. Because think about the scoreline right now. You're 10-6. You're going to be 11-6 after this. I'm spending a lot of time in this clip, I know. It's gonna be 11-6, right? So if you win the next one as well, it's 12-6, and they force them on an eco, another eco, which means it's 13-6, and they haven't won a single round on their T side yet, on their CT side yet. So they're getting their heads gonna get in their way, which is why this is so important. The scoreline doesn't really matter. You could be the guys with 5 rounds from the T half, and you just equalize the score basically from that, and that's also gonna get in their heads. And you have momentum, and you haven't even done a default round yet. All you did was have the pistol round, an anti-eco round, a quick strat, and then an anti-eco round again, and you're equal in score. And you haven't done a default round yet. You haven't done anything stress. It's normal basically, and they're just losing. Which is why this is very important, and this will lose you games, guaranteed. This will lose you games. It's those 16, 14 games, those are the ones you lose. When you lose an anti-eco round, where you're forced an eco round because 2 or 3 people want to get kills, and you give them free kills instead. And maybe we give this guy a Mac 10, he gets another kill with a Mac 10, that's 900 extra for him in his bank. In this case, which is really important for him. That might be an AWP. An AWP, can be used next round to kill you. So these things are subtle. They don't notice, like on the you don't see these on the scoreboard. Like you don't see these here, but they'll show on the total score line. And one guy's 21 kills. Holy fuck! I didn't see that. Okay.